past few years, some political parties of many countries are making government with the agenda of providing free food grains, electricity, water, and much more to its citizens. In some extent, it is good, but the long term result of freebie politics can be dangerous for that political party as well as for the nation. The bad effect of freebie politics can be seen in Sri Lanka, where economy collapsed and it engendered a fresh debate on the state's role for the welfare of nation and its citizens. The Sri Lanka government cut taxes in all fields and provided various free goods and services without taking proper care of economic status of the nation. As a result, the economy collapsed and the country indebted heavily, which forced it to default on its commitments. After the news of negative effect of freebie politics in Sri Lanka, various Indian states has come under lens. Over the years, the freebies have become an integral part of Indian politics. Political parties make promises in the electoral battles for providing free facilities to remain in power. What is freebie politics? During the time of election, political parties promise to provide free electricity, water, gas connection, monthly allowance to unemployed, daily wage workers, women, and farmers. They promise to distribute gadgets like laptops, smartphones, etc. in order to secure the vote of the people. In the next term, becoming habitual of giving freebies, they offer additional freebies like various types of loans, waivers or free television, scooty, and much more, and try to fulfill all their promises to remain in power for next term. Offering such type of free goods and services to remain in the power is known as freebie politics. Arguments in favor of freebies. In the last 30 years, there has been rising inequality. Nearly half of the India's population are living in extreme poverty. In such situations, some kind of relief to the population in the form of subsidies is actually necessary for the population as well as for the economy to continue on its growth path. Public distribution system, employment guarantees scheme, free education, and enhanced outlays for health, particularly during the pandemic, shows various benefits and facilitate overall growth of nation. In the long way, it increases the productive capacity of the population and help build a healthier and a strong workforce, which is a necessary part of any growth strategy. States like Tamil Nadu and Bihar provided women sewing machines, saris, and cycles from budget revenues, contributing to the sales of these industries, which can be considered a boost for the supplier industry and not a wasteful expenditure. Lower developed states, where larger share of the population suffering from poverty, such kind of freebies become need of masses, and it becomes essential to offer the people such subsidies for their own upliftment. Arguments against freebies. Offering freebies has an impact on the public exchequers, and most of the Indian states do not have a robust financial health that can be utilized for freebies and for overall. Providing various subsidies undercut the basic framework of macroeconomic stability, and the politics of freebies distorts expenditures priorities. If states keep spending money for political gains and remain in power, their finances will grow awry and fiscal prophylaxis would prevail. There are also limitations for borrowing by states, and a division has to be approved by the center and central bank. Therefore, while states have flexibility on how they choose to spend their money, but in general they cannot exceed their deficit ceiling. The freebie politics is all against free and fair election. The promise of various freebies before elections unduly influences the voters and violates the purity of the poll process. In simple words, freebie politics amounts to an unethical practice that is similar to giving bribe to the electorate. Giving loan waivers in the form of freebies may promote waivers to not pay loan, as they think government will waive it one day. Freebies the way forward. From the above, it can be seen that freebies are good in some cases, like public distribution system, employment guarantee scheme, free education, and enhanced outlays for health, particularly during the pandemic, which help in uplifting the general masses as well as improving the economic status of nation. However, it has some negative impact that can spoil the economy of the country. Realizing economic impacts of freebies, it is to understand that cheap freebies can be expensive for the economy, life quality, and social cohesion in the long run. Judicious demand-based freebies could play an important role in the welfare general masses, as there is still a huge set of people in India who are below the poverty line. The judicious and sensible offering of freebies or subsidies that do not much harm and can be leveraged should be part of state's budget. There is a need to understand the impact of freebies and subsidies from the economic sense and connect it with the taxpayers' money. Also, a proportion of state expenditure should be earmarked to ensure better overall utilization of resources resources. Subsidies should be distinguished from freebies, as subsidies are the justified and specially targeted benefits that arise out of demand. Subsidy should be given only to target needy people to lower of burden of freebies on the economic health of the state or the central government. Thank you. Jai Hind.